Robert Rivas Radio, Tejano, and much more.
Robert Rivas Radio, Tejano, and much more. And at this time, I'm here with Jesse Chuy Gonzalez. Jesse, welcome to Robert Rivas Radio Morning Show.
Well, it's good to be here, Robert. Thank you for having me here.
Now, a lot of people are going, Robert, who in the hell is Jesse Chuy Gonzalez? Well, I'm going to tell you who he is. If anybody knows anything about Tejano music from back in the day till now, Jesse used to be the lead singer of Liberty Band. No que no, Jesse.
That's right.
Now, Jesse, how have you been doing?
I've been doing fine, Robert. Thank you. I've been doing very good.
I know that for a while there, you kind of like, nobody knew what was going on with you, at least the people that I know. And out of the clear blue, man, just the other day when I had my event, Charisma, Renee told me, hey, Jesse Gonzalez is going to be performing with us. He's going to be singing for your event that night. And I was like, no way, not Jesse. How did this happen, dude?
I was there at the time when he called me, and actually I didn't have anything going on. So he told me, Jesse, can you help me? I said, this is for my good friend Robert Rivas, who, by the way, congratulations for your first year.
Thank you.
And so I said, yeah, I'll go over there and sing with you guys, and so.
Jesse, era un placer to hear you sing, dude. Yeah. I gotta tell you, man, hearing your voice just brings back memories, And it's funny because on my morning show, I talk about it and I laugh about it and I go, the other day somebody was saying, man, I feel like eating mole. And I go, you know what? Back in the day, if you go to a wedding, you go to a quinceañera, it was mole, a quinceañera or a wedding, and Liberty Band.
There you go. Exactly.
It was a package deal. That's all it was. And of course, you were a big part of Liberty Band. But you know what? Before we start talking about Liberty Band, let's talk about you. Oye, amigo, you were born in the fall of 1952, ¿verdad?
That's correct.
Wow, 1952, dude. Well, I was 1960, so I'm not too far behind, amigo. Now you came from a family of 13 siblings.
Yes.
Wow, how many brothers?
Family.
How many brothers and sisters?
I have eight brothers and 7 sisters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, you come from a line of musicians in your family, ¿verdad?
Yes.
Talk to me about this.
My grandfather, my mom's dad, was an accordion player, and then, well, of course, my mom, she sang very beautiful, and I guess that's where I got it from. My mom, she sang, so that's right. That's from. I really got that from her. So.
Well, let me ask you this, Jesse. When did you start singing? Like from a kid? When did you start singing, dude?
Actually, I was about 13 years old when I first started singing. When I was going to middle school at Cooper Middle School, and some friends of mine, after school, I would go home and I would hear some music, and I was sitting on the front porch. And so I went over there one time, make it the story short. And I went over there one time and I asked the guy, Beto came out, Beto Perez. And I said, excuse me, can I sing a song with you guys? He said, let me go inside and talk to the guys. So he went inside, he came back out and come on in. So that's where it all started. Can you imagine these adults and they got a little kid going, hey, can I go inside and sing? Yeah.
They're going, what?
Yes.
Get the hell out of here, dude. But anyways, okay, so from there, what'd you say? You know what? I like singing, ¿no?
Yes.
¿Se te pegó?
Se me pegó. Y desde entonces, I started singing right there. One of my favorites was Tom Jones, which I admire the way, he sang, and that's the kind of music. And I still love that kind of music, so.
Now, you were playing football. Now, actually, you went to Lanier High School, ¿verdad?
Yes.
¿Cómo se dice? La Lanier, ¿verdad?
Lanier.
La Lanier,
Yeah.
and then it was La Tecla y La Lanier.
Yeah, there you go.
And of course,
rivals.
Jesse, and of course, the famous Chili Bowl.
El Chili Bowl.
El Chili Bowl, ¿verdad?
Oh, man.
But Jesse, correct me if I'm wrong. It's not the same the way it used to be anymore. But there's no more Fox Tech, right? There's no more football.
No more.
But even then, I was thinking the Chili Bowl back in the day was like a big rivalry.
Oh, yes, exactly, man. We used to go to the football games, and always something was happening all the time. They were rivals.
That's right.
The Tech Buffaloes and Lanier Bolts. But it was all good. It was all good.
That's
it
right.
was just a game, and we enjoyed it, and it was all good.
In high school, were you in band or anything?
No. Well, actually, at middle school, I was playing the tenor saxophone, but I never was that good. I never was that good. I'm sorry.
Well, now, I need to jump forward here for just a minute now. Do you play any instruments at all?
No, I don't. I like to mingle with the bass a little bit. I could do the bass a little bit, but not that much.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you're going to Lanier. What was the first band you ever performed with? Saying live in public.
That was when I started with a band was with Beto, Piggy, and Oscar, and that's little group. That's where we started doing gigs on the backyard parties that we used to call.
Do you remember any bars that you would play at as well? From back in the day, que cuando tocaban ustedes?
No me puedo acordar as far as.
So many of them, no?
Back then, yeah. But back then, we didn't know any to play at bars, or we only did, backyard, and that's where it started, the backyards.
Sure.
And then after that, we would go into but I don't remember what bars that it was,
Okay, now, let me ask you this. Where did your relationship start with Liberty Band? Where did this all start? Who approached who? How did this happen?
Well, actually, it was my band at first. It was Jesse and the Sonics.
Fíjate. Wow.
I had a nice group, Jesse and the Sonics, and after I pulled out from Beto and Piggy, and then I started my own group, Jesse and the Sonics.
Let me ask you something here real quick.
Yes, go ahead.
What year did all this happen, when all this started evolving here?
That was about 60, 61, 62, somewhere.
Wow, okay, 1961, 62, when
yeah,
all this was going on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're talking 61, 62, you were 10 years old?
Probably, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Now go ahead, I'm sorry.
So that's where I started, and then after that, I started a group called Jesse and the Sonics, my name, and then later on, Bobby Esquivel came in, good friend of mine, Bobby, and he came in, and then Sean Chavez, and we started to form this group, this orquesta. Back then, they were called orquestas.
How many band members were on this band?
There was 4, 8. There was about 10 guys in the band.
Wow.
So, and that started my relationship with me and Bobby, and
and everything else.
And everything else.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, now you got the band The Sonics, right? Where did the name change from The Sonics to Liberty Band?
When we broke up.
Okay, y'all broke up. There was a breakup.
We broke up.
Okay, what year did y'all break up?
We were together for about a year and a half.
Okay.
And then after that, everybody started going different ways, and then of course Bobby and we stuck together. So that's where it all started. The Liberty Band. That's where it's little by little started. Actually, Joe Pepe Sanchez was the one who was helping us too, who gave us the name Liberty.
Really?
Joe Pepe Sanchez.
He's the one that gave me the idea to call it Liberty Band.
Yes, correct.
I remember back in the day where I would always see y'all's truck with like a Statue of Liberty.
Yes.
Right?
Uh-huh.
And that was the Liberty Band. The roadie truck, or whatever you want to call it, ¿verdad?
That was a roadie truck, yeah.
Wow, man. So look, Liberty Band was formed.
Yep.
And what a special band it was, no, Jesse?
Oh, yeah. 20 years with Liberty, Robert. 20 years. And it was awesome. It was good. I enjoyed every minute with them guys because they all played with their hearts. They were all, they did a good job all the time. And every gig that we went to.
Okay. Now, that being said, what was one of the first recordings you did with Liberty Band?
The very first recording was back when we started playing at, I don't know if you remember, Arturo's, of course, on
Zamora. Sure.
And that's where we started there playing, and that's where we started getting our first CD together. Of course, Arturo, it was a very, very different of ours,
Right.
So, and that's where we started the first CD back then in Arturo's, and I think it was about 1971, I believe.
71, 72,
yeah.
something like that?
Yeah, something like that, yes.
Okay, now, I remember a song called Te Quiero Mujer.
Ooh, that was one of my favorites.
That was a blockbuster song, dude.
Yes.
It was monstrous.
Yep.
Talk to me about the song.
That song was a beautiful song that every time we would play it, or anywhere that we would go, the first guy or person, couple that would walk up to me and say, "Hey, Jess, Te Quiero Mujer, play it." I love that song. So that was a good hit for us. And apparently that song, I'm not sure, but I think it was Mr. Hernandez who wrote that song, Te Quiero Mujer.
What a song. I tell you what, let's take a break in the action.
Okay.
And let's go ahead and play la canción Te Quiero Mujer.
Oh, that's right.
Cool.
Go for it.
I'm here with Jesse Chuy Gonzalez, formerly of the Liberty Band. And you're listening to Robert Rivas Radio. Here we go.
Mujer, te vengo a decir que te quiero mucho. Perdona que soy tomador, no creas que es por dolor. Al contrario, por ti soy dichoso. Mujer, acércate más, quiero acariciarte. Si acaso te hice llorar, no fue mi intención hacerte el mal. Y ofenderte será mi martirio. Mujer como tú no hay más, solo tú en mi vida. Que nos cuide y que nos bendiga. Mujer, te vengo a decir que te quiero mucho. Mujer, acércate más, quiero acariciarte. Si acaso te hice llorar, no fue mi intención hacerte el mal. Y ofenderte será mi martirio. Mujer como tú no hay más, solo tú en mi vida. Que nos cuide y que nos bendiga.
Robert Rivas Radio, Tejano, and much more. And I'm here with Jesse Chuy Gonzalez, formerly of Liberty Band, and now doing his own thing. Jesse, esta canción Te Quiero Mujer, it makes people automatically want to get on the dance floor, dude.
That's exactly. It's a beautiful song. Just the name itself, Te Quiero Mujer. This is singing it to your wife, to your spouse, to your girlfriend. Te Quiero Mujer. So I like that song.
You know, Jesse, my brother, who passed away like 3 years ago, was very, very old school. He grew up in los tiempos de la Sunny Ozuna, the Royal Jesters, Monsanto, and stuff like that. He would always sing the song from you guys, Eres una sinvergüenza. Ya no, ya no vuelvas más a mí.
Ya no vuelvas más.
What a song también, amigo. Yeah. What about that song, Ya no vuelvas más? Talk to me about this one, man.
That was another song that was, I just was so happy to record that song. It was a beautiful song. People would love to hear that song, Ya no vuelvas más. They kind of refer to that song as La Sinvergüenza.
Right.
La Sinvergüenza.
Right.
Pero it was really called Ya no vuelvas más.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you have any influence on some of the song selections that were being picked for CDs? Albums, shall we call them? Mm-hmm. Did you influence Bobby and say, Bobby, maybe we should go with this one, or maybe we should go with this one. Did you influence any of this, or were you just a person that would say, just tell me where to be at on Saturday night, Friday night, and I show up? How did this work?
No, well, actually, Ya No Vuelvas Más was very influential to me and to Bobby, and I told him that this was a good song, which was, again, written by Mr. Hernandez, I believe. And when I heard that song, I told Bobby, let's do this song. It's a good song. So after that, when we recorded that song, it was sort of like a hit for us.
You know, one song that I always remember is, I can't remember of anybody else recording it. I'm sure they have. I just don't remember it at the time. La Mucura.
La Mucura. Yeah.
That's a guaranteed. If you're at a wedding, you're gonna hear it.
That was a good cumbia also. That was a good hit for us. La Mucura. And we still play it in the gigs, you know. We still do it.
Now, también, do you remember back in the day también, I remember y'all had a kind of a relationship with Esmeralda Jaime, ¿verdad?
That's correct.
What happened here? I know she was singing with you guys for a little bit, ¿verdad? Mm-hmm. Just for a little bit?
Yes, she was. She was with us, I want to say, for about a year.
Okay.
And she was a fantastic singer, beautiful voice she had. And I saw her a couple of years ago, and apparently she's married to one of the mariachis from Campanas America.
Really?
And then I think they got married, so I think she had to quit her singing career or something.
You know, I'm going to give you a fun fact here. I've DJ'd many weddings and debuts in my lifetime. Too many to say where I've DJ'd at, but too many of them. And you know how weddings have dollar dances, ¿verdad?
Yes.
I would always use the oldies medley for my dollar dance. One, because it was simply awesome, and two, because they were very long.
Yeah.
They would last out a dollar dance. I would use the oldies medley part 1, the oldies medley part 2, man. Yeah. Because dollar dances should be slow kind of dancing where you can converse and talk.
Sure.
You know, now how did this oldies medley come about, man? Did Bobby put it together? Did you both put it together?
Actually, it was more me that I put it together because, I mean, back then, I come from the 60s, and there's a lot of songs that I used to do back then from the old songs, right? And I used to think about all these songs, and I started doing a little medley. I started with 3, 2, 4 songs. And then, of course, Bobby and the other guys came and said, oh, let's do this one and this one and this one. So that's where it all got together.
Right.
So now, as a matter of fact, sometimes I go to a wedding, and I go in there and they're doing a dollar dance. So guess what? They're playing the oldies.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I've done
the dollar dance.
I've done it too many times, man. Where I would use that. Yeah. One song that I simply loved that you put part of it was Reloj.
El Reloj. Yeah,
oh my God, man! What a song, dude! And you just kind of blended it in right there, man. Yeah. Simply awesome.
A little oldies with a little Tejano in there, you know.
Jesse, things are happening. Mm-hmm. Liberty Band is on fire.
Yes.
I mean, everything's clicking. And then you had one fateful night, an accident happened to you.
Yes.
Talk to me about this. What happened to you? Now, what year did this happen?
92? Yes. Back in 92, we had just performed downtown at the Centro de Artes, and I was just heading home and driving home, and I had just called my wife, and I told her, hon, I'm about 5 minutes away, and the Lord just, I just fell asleep and I hit a parked car, so I kind of was banged up pretty bad, and I was in hospital for about maybe 1 month, or you were out for
kind of a year, no?
And I was out for about a year. I punctured my lungs and I ruptured my spleen and broken ribs, and but you know what? Of all this, I thank the Lord because He kind of opened my eyes, and let's just do it His way, And
it's first things first. It's always, that you were able to get past this and live through it, because health is everything, man.
Exactly.
And once you get past that, then it's a matter of trying to put your life back together and trying to put your career back together. Now, it took you a year to get back on your feet and get everything started again, ¿verdad?
Exactly.
And then from there, of course, Liberty Band had to move forward. They had to do their own thing.
Yeah, Bobby had to continue, like they say, the show must go on. And of course, I couldn't sing. When I had the accident, my voice kind of went out, and then I I didn't have that strength. I didn't have I thought I had lost my vocal cords, and so thank God that it took me a year to recuperate from all this, but I'm here, and that's what counts, and I praise the Lord because He gave me the second chance and told me, come on.
I can only imagine being out of the loop for as long as you were. How long did it take you to finally get up in front of a crowd and sing again?
Well, it took me a couple of years, I want to say. Yes,
I can imagine, man. I can imagine, because andas nervioso.
Yes.
You don't know if your vocals are going to fail on you.
Exactly.
You don't know.
And,
you know, and it takes a lot, man. It takes a lot to get up on stage, to get back up on stage and do what you did.
Before, when I was singing with Liberty, of course, I go up there and everything's cool. But then after a couple of years that I was out of commission, I said, I got kind of nervous because I said, am I going to be able to do this or not? So,
right. Yeah. I can only imagine, not, no doubt the pressure you had on your side, but the pressure that Liberty Band had side, because Bobby runs the show, no doubt, at Liberty Band. I can only imagine how many people were going to Bobby and saying, when is Jesse coming back? When is Jesse going to come back, man? When is Jesse going to... Because Liberty Band is known by your voice.
Yes.
No doubt about it. The other night you performed at my event, and I know you were singing with charisma. No doubt. Charisma's charisma. Jesse's Jesse. But putting you two guys together, hearing you perform, dude, it's like if you're hearing Liberty Band, but it's not. It's you.
Yes.
It's you. It's not Liberty Band. It's you. You're the vocal, right?
Yeah.
You're the voice. Yeah. But like I said, but one goes with the other también. No doubt. You guys are like peanut butter and jelly, man.
Yeah.
That's something that's never gonna leave you. Just like it's never gonna leave Liberty Band. But at the end of the day, man, I think a lot of their success came through you. And of course, a lot of his success came through you, and your success came through them. This was like a marriage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And it's unfortunate. It really is. But think about this right now. Joe and Jimmy, not together.
Mm-hmm.
Raulito and Emilio, not together. Mm-hmm. Selena and Pete Astudillo, not together. Yeah. And we can go on and on and on and on. The unfortunate part of music, of the business. No, que no?
That's it. That's right. That's right.
Do people ever ask you, are you going to get back with Liberty Band?
Every once in a while, they'll stop me and say, Jess, are you going to go back with Liberty? And I said, well, I don't think so. I have other things in mind, and I just want to try to see if I could do something on my own. And
I really think, I can understand, man, things happen or whatever, but at the end of the day, I really think that people who lose, the people that lose out, it's not, yes, Liberty Band, but your listeners, your fans, they're the ones at the end of the day lose out the most. ¿Me entiendes?
Yes.
La gente, your fans, los fanáticos, ¿me entiendes? Mm-hmm. It's unfortunate. And hopefully one day, man, you guys can kind of meet up for a taco or beer or whatever, do whatever you got to do and move forward. But like I said, that's wishful thinking, man. I understand. But right now, you've got a lot of stuff going on right now. You got your own project going on right now, and you got to take care of business. That's the way it is. ¿Verdad?
That's right. Yeah, exactly. And, and going back to, Liberty, I've always enjoyed singing with him, and I've always enjoyed Bobby. Bobby Esquivel he's a good guy, and he keeps going and going and going, and he's still going, as a matter of fact. So,
no se le quita Bobby.
No se le quita que el hombre.
I did an interview with Bobby like about 9 months ago, and I was telling him, for anybody like Bobby Esquivel who has kept his band together as long as he has, that is simply unreal. I've seen bands that don't last 2 months, 3 months.
That's right.
They're gone, man. They get together and they're gone.
Yeah.
And Bobby is still here. Yeah. Liberty Band is still here, but also you, Jesse, you're still here.
Yeah.
The beauty of that, ¿verdad?
Mm-hmm.
Now, you put together a string of oldies medleys. Now, I know there was like a version 1. There was a version 2. Was there 3 or 4 or just 1 or 2?
No, it was just a part 1 and part 2.
There you go. Now, part 1, that was your first release on the oldies medley, ¿verdad? And of course, part 2 is the second part that you released.
Yes.
Let's take a break in the action, and I'm going to go ahead and play part 2 of the oldies medley when you were with Liberty Band. Okay, Jesse?
All right, thank you.
You got it, man. Robert Rivas Radio, Tejano, and much more. And I'm here with Jesse Chuy Gonzalez.
like to say things that may live in things other than movies. Then you meet my soul. Let's go steady. You are my first love. You are my first love. It's just like heaven being here with you. You're like an angel, too good to be true. But I still love you. I love you, I do. Angel baby, my angel baby. Make me leave my happy home. You took my love and now you're gone. Since I fell for you, love brings such misery and pain. I guess I'll never be the same since I fell for you. Well, it's too bad and it's too sad, but I'm in love with you. You love me and you love me. But what can I do? I'm still in love with you. Well, I guess I'll never see the light. I get the blues most every night since I fell for you. Hey, hey, Paula, I wanna marry you too. Hey, hey, Paula, no one else will ever do. I've waited so long for school to be through. Paula, I can wait no more for you. My love, my love. Hey, hey, Paula, I wanna marry you too. Hey, hey, Paula, no one else will ever do. If you love me true, if you love me true, Paula, I can wait no more for you. My love, my love. Creí que tu vida era mía y que tú me querías como yo te quiero a ti. Faltó la ilusión de mi anhelo. Fuiste luz en el cielo y alegría en mi vivir. 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 Y alegría en mi vivir.
Robert Rivas Radio, Tejano, and much more. And I'm here with Jesse, Chuy, Gonzalez, former lead singer of the Liberty Band. Jesse, that oldies medley, dude. I mean, wow. You know, dude, let me tell you something, man. You know, I make fun of myself. And I go, man, the days. Back in the day when there was no problems, no worries. My biggest problem was if a girl would go out with me. And now it's bills, more bills, and even more bills. And now those are my problems. But listening to that oldies medley takes me back to the day. It takes people back to the day when things were just so much more simpler. No, que no.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
The simple days. Tacos were, 49 cents?
Oh,
you know?
yes.
Gasolina.
29 cents.
49 cents.
49 cents. Yeah.
Now, let's move forward. Let's talk today. You've got a brand new CD out called A Mi Manera. You put this project together about a year ago, ¿verdad?
Yes.
Talk to me about this.
That was it's a CD that I was helped by Jay Garcia and David Escalantes, and good friends of mine, and they helped me put this CD together, and it was called A Mi Manera. I did it my way, and it was recorded in August 13th when I recorded the CD.
What musicians did you have to help you record?
These were like studio musicians. Do
you remember who was part of it?
I know David Escalante was one of them doing the bass. Martin Garcia, I believe, was another one. Lidro Urriegas.
Okay.
He plays with Liberty. Also helped me on one of the cuts there.
How long did it take you to put this as the project together?
It took me a good 9 months.
Now, on your nickel.
Huh?
On your nickel.
Yes,
in other words,
sir.
you had to pay for it yourself.
Yes, sir.
That's where you find out what it's all about, amigo.
Yes, sir. That's where the money comes in, you know.
That's where you're eating bean and cheese tacos, man, for 2 or 3 months, man, trying to get this CD together.
Oh, yes.
A lot of people fail to realize they don't understand what it takes to record a CD, not only to record it, but, you know, the funds that it takes, man, to record, manufacture, distribute, pay your studio musicians.
Yeah.
It's a process, amigo.
The time consuming, your time, your energy that you have to go over there and then call some musicians and, go over there and help you. Of course, you got to give them a little, you know what you mean?
Sure.
Give them a little cut.
Of course.
So,
but that's part of the business, man. That's part of the business.
Yeah.
And I think, in a sense, I think you can see. I'm going to use this for an example. You know, Jimmy Gonzalez and Joe Lopez, on their relationship with Maz, you know, a lot of people didn't realize that Jimmy was the workhorse of the band. Jimmy took care of everything: the songwriting, the bookings, the monies, all of that. I mean, the arrangements. Jimmy was the workhorse.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not going to say Bobby was doing everything, but Bobby will take on a lot of this load también on the recordings and stuff like that, which makes you appreciate that side of the business. But like I said, también along with that, there's more than just that. Somebody's got to get up there and perform as well.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You know, the beauty of it is when two people can work together and go ahead and entertain crowds. You know, and I think you found out in a hard way, in a sense, que es trabajo, no que no, amigo.
Yes, es trabajo.
Es trabajo.
Es trabajo. We got to work hard at it, and that's why we do all the rehearsals, and we got to study all the songs and make sure that when we go to the gigs, they come out nice.
That's
so
right.
People will enjoy it.
Now, I'm told, that you are performing at nursing homes.
Yes, my wife's name is Lisa Camialoha Gonzalez. She's born and raised in Honolulu, Hawaii. And we do nursing homes. She'll do her hula. She'll dance her hula. And I do my little Tejano music, oldies and cumbias, rancheras, what have you, you know. So that's what we do. A lot of nursing homes here in town.
Did you get paid for this?
Yes, I do. Yes,
great.
Yes,
that's really, really good.
And
Muy poquito.
Es poquito. But you know what? It's not even that, Robert. My wife and I enjoy doing this for the ancianitos, for la gente, you know, because they enjoy it so much that, you know, once we get there, they will see us and they say, oh, here comes Jesse and Lisa. All right, we're going to have music. And they're so happy. And that's what we want to do. We want to keep them happy. And by me singing my Tejano oldies or what have you, my wife dances and they're as happy as can be. And I can see their eyes. They start moving their hands and feet. And my goodness, it's just like taking them back to their years, you know.
Now, you were also performing with Tejanos for Christ. Rene, Sunny Ozuna, Patsy Torres, Rudy T. How did this come about?
Actually, from the CD that I recorded, there was a Christian song that I recorded there. And my good friend, Danny Casanova, heard the song and he called me up. He said, Jesse, I love that song, that Christian music that you recorded. And then he called me. He said, I want you to come and perform with Rudy and Patsy Torres. So that's what we do sometimes at the church.
You know, the beauty of that, Jesse, that you're giving it back to the community, man.
Exactly.
You know,
yes.
I'm not saying that's hard to find, but it's nice to see when artists do this. You give it back to the public. You give it back to the community. You know, that shows where your heart is.
Yes.
It really does.
Yes. And I enjoy doing this for, I enjoy in doing this, and I do it for the good Lord.
There you go. So. There you go. Talk to me about your brand new single, A Mi Manera.
That is a song that, believe it or not, it was given to me. It was given to me by my good Lord that told me, Jesse, this is what I want you to do. So I came up with this song, A Mi Manera. But you know what, Robert? I'm doing it His way.
Good.
So this is how it came about. So I named the CD A Mi Manera. I did it my way.
Now, you've got 10 tracks on this, ¿verdad?
Yes.
How can people purchase your CD? Where can they find it? Where can they buy it? Let them know, por favor.
I believe Janie's record shop.
Awesome.
She has them. And Del Bravo.
Okay, sure.
También los tienen ahí.
Do you have a website they can go to where they can also purchase it?
I have a website.
Okay,
yes.
What is the website?
The website is jessesproductions.com.
I tell you what I'm going to be doing after the interview, I'm going to go ahead and post his link on my website. That way, if anybody wants to purchase his brand new CD, just go to my website, RobertRivasRadio.com. You're going to see a little link. Click on it, and you can purchase a CD. Eh?
That's right.
Well, what a nice guy I am. I'm too much of a nice guy here, Jesse. Jesse, who are your influences? Who influences you in your music?
I want to say that my wife, she influences me all the time, and she tells me, I like this song, So.
How long have y'all been married?
We've been married for 24 years.
Woohoo! Yes. I know people who haven't been married 24 minutes. That's hard to find nowadays, dude.
Yeah.
I swear to God to you, man, that's hard to find. Yeah. You know that right now the divorce rate I'm going to use the United States is over 55%.
Oh, wow.
That's terrible.
It is.
That's terrible, man. Ever since they came out with Virginia Slims and that song, I Will Survive, se acabó todo el guato, Jesse. Jesse, what is in the future for you?
Well, Robert, I just want to continue going, singing to the people, to the crowd, to the people that I know, and, singing here and there, and let them know that I still exist. I'm still here, better than ever, and I'll continue going until.
Now you got your own thing going on. Jesse, Chuy, Gonzalez, and Company, right?
Yes, correct.
Right, you can be booked for any kind of event,
That's
wedding,
right.
Debut, backyard party, lo que sea, clubs, whatever. You guys are ready to perform, aren't you?
Yep, that's exactly.
Do you have a phone number?
Yes, I got a phone
number.
What is
the phone number?
It's 210-336-9175.
There we go.
Yes.
Anybody wants to book Jesse, Chuy, Gonzalez, that's the number right there. Now, Jesse, let's do a couple of fun questions here. Let's have some fun now. Ya te voy a quitar la presión. Are you a Spurs fan?
Yes, yes I am.
He's a kind of, sort of. You're not a sports fan?
I'm more into football.
Really? Okay, who's your football team?
The Cowboys.
Jesse,
and the Broncos.
The Cowboys, dude. I'm a big Cowboys fan, but every year is the same old story.
I know.
And que Tony Romo, my dad goes, Tony Romo, get rid of him. But we ain't got nobody else, Dad. Yeah. He goes, well, let's bring back Roger Staubach. Oh, Dad.
Oh, my goodness.
Roger Staubach's 90 years old. He can't play no more. He'd be better than Tony Romo. What do you like to do in your off time, Jesse?
I just like to work around the house and do my little exercise at home, mowing the grass, cutting the grass, and, keeping up with the house.
La linda vida, no?
La linda vida.
There's nothing wrong with that,
me gusta a mí, nomás ahí.
Do you do a lot of traveling?
Every once in a while, yeah, we go back to Hawaii and visit my wife's aunts and uncles over there.
Now,
And,
when y'all go to Hawaii, do y'all do this like once a year, once every 3 years, something like that?
yeah, about once a year.
That must be
whenever.
a nice trip to go to Hawaii,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. Well, next time maybe if you want to, you can come along with us.
Did y'all hear that? Listen up, everybody. Listen, I'm going to hold Jesse up to this. I'm going to hold it. Yeah, you put yourself over a barrel, Jesse.
I'll take you around the islands, and so you can meet all the people there.
There you go.
Very friendly people over there.
And you be sure to let the women know, single, soltero, I'm single here. So look, there you go.
Okay,
gotta let people know, man. Gotta let them know.
We'll gotta call all the wahinis. All the wahinis.
The wahini, what is that? What does that mean, wahinis?
Wahinis is girls.
Well, that's good enough for me. If that's what it means, I like it. Yeah. Anyways, Jesse, I got to tell you, man, what a pleasure it's been interviewing you and talking with you. Jesse, I've never met you in my life. I've seen you perform too many times, but I've never met you till I met you Saturday at my event. And I got to tell you, man, you're one of the nicest guys I've ever met, dude. You seem straight from the heart, and I can respect that very, very much. It's unfortunate what happened to you, but maybe in a sense it was a blessing in disguise. Lo que te pasó.
Yes, see?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All we can do is move forward and do the best we can with what we have. No, que no?
Seguro. Yes, sir.
Well, let me tell you one thing about me. A fun fact about me is that I just don't play any kind of music on my radio, especially new music. My music is pretty much already made hits in a sense. I will play new music once in a while, but it's got to impress me. A mi manera, I'm impressed.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
It sounds very, very good. I like it. It's old school, but yet it's very, very good old school.
Yeah.
New old school.
And it's bilingual, too.
There you go. There you go. Now, don't forget, everybody, if anybody wants to book Jesse Chuy Gonzalez and his band, what's the number again, Jesse?
210-336-9175.
There we go.
Yeah.
Jesse, thank you for being on my morning show.
Thank you so much, Robert. Again, I want to congratulate you on your first year anniversary. We had a wonderful time over there at the Crazy Jace, and congratulations.
Thank you for being a part of it. Also,
You bet.
If you go to Facebook, I just posted like over 350 pictures of the event. Wow. And you're in many of those pictures, dude.
Yeah.
You're in a lot of them. I'm serious. In fact, I'm here to collect. Anyways, I tell you what, let's go ahead and close out with your brand new single, Yo Quisiera. Robert Rivas Radio, Tejano, and much more. And it was a privilege to be here with Jesse Chuy Gonzalez.
Va a pasar con tu amor y el mío. No sé lo que va a pasar porque no hay cariño. Hay días que tú me dices que me quieres mucho, aunque te encuentres a mi lado, yo me siento lejos de ti. Yo quisiera saber si es verdad que me quieres. Este amor que existe en mí siempre será para ti. Yo quisiera saber si es verdad que me quieres, porque yo te quiero a ti y con cariño te lo digo. Te beso a ti, siempre estoy pensando te quiero a ti, se lo digo a todo el mundo. Yo quisiera saber si es verdad que me quieres. Este amor que existe en mí siempre será para ti. Yo quisiera saber si es verdad que me quieres, porque yo te quiero a ti, con cariño te lo digo.